7 tips that you should know and to avoid choosing the wrong unit for your first private property. There's a Chinese saying that one step wrong, all steps wrong. So, how can you avoid making these mistakes when choosing your first private properties? Whether is it for own stay or is it for investment? Hi, my name is Frankie. I'm from ERA. I'm the creator of Property Buyers Alliance Club. At the end of this video, I'll be sharing with you the 7 tips that you should avoid when choosing your first private condominium. In fact, any private condominium. So let's go. Number 1, avoid afternoon sun. Okay, because in Asia, typically afternoon sun is very strong, and you don't want your bedroom or your living room to be in the heat the whole day. And at the end of the day, when the glass or the wall start to dissipate the heat, you will still feel warm even though you on the fan. Or maybe it could be even like you on the aircon and then it still feel pretty warm after that. So typically Asians do not like their window facing the afternoon sun. Number 2, avoid your main door facing the lift lobby. Imagine when you are at the lift lobby waiting for a lift that time and your neighbor unit is just behind you or just beside you. You don't want to do that because of privacy issue. Okay. Number 3, okay, avoid that one whole floor has got many units, which means that they have a very long corridor. Because with the very long corridor, one of the things that you all might not notice is noise, especially when the kids are running around along the corridor at that time. You might not feel that you are living in a condo environment. Number 4, avoid those type of buildings which the distance between 2 buildings are less than 30 meters apart. So because another privacy issue, if you're staying in a private condominium, you would like to most of the time open the window or draw up the curtain so that you can enjoy enjoy the brightness of the sun, but not the direct sun, of course. Okay, but at the same time, you don't want to your neighbor to see whatever you're doing down there. So typically, I would advise my client not to choose those sort of project which the block to block is very near. Okay, then another issue is that when you're selling the time, okay, you may have a bit more challenge in selling those type of unit. Number 5, okay, the window facing substation, BBQ pit, or bin center, sometimes kids pool. All right, why? There's a Chinese saying that if you are staying near the substation where the energy is being converted, electricity is being converted at time, your life will feel very pressurized. Okay, then some of them they may not like in terms of feng shui. Now, BBQ pit and kids pool, okay, these are the noise maker. You just imagine, correct or not, when it comes in a weekend and you want to enjoy your Sunday afternoon or your Saturday afternoon, but your unit is facing directly on the kids pool. Okay, you can never imagine that. I have this type of experience. Never that I want to buy my unit's window facing the kids pool, especially the low floor. Bin center, naturally, if you stay near the bin center, again, whenever the rubbish truck come and collect the rubbish, you created a smell that perhaps you might not like, right? So number 6, now avoid those type of bidder or the units that has got the highest distribution. That means if let's say in the total project there are maybe 10%, which is one bidder, then the 2 bidder or the 2 plus study, you have got 50% of the distribution all in the 2 bidder. And then you have got a 3 bidder, maybe another 12%, and then the 4 bidder, another 5%, and penthouse, so forth. So by avoiding this type of unit, you can potentially avoid competition when you are renting to rent out your unit, or even the next time, okay, 4 years or 5 years later, when you wanted to sell and upgrade that time, it causes a lot of competition among the same unit distribution. So that's one point that you have to take note of also. Now, number 7, okay, avoid the highest PSF. That means it doesn't mean that you buy the highest PSF unit, you can sell the highest PSF. It doesn't translate that, because in valuation at the time, okay, the valuers will take in consideration of only like certain floors to certain floor. It doesn't consider that, you know, because when you buy that time, all right, you bought at the highest PSF, thus you can sell at the highest PSF among your cohort. It doesn't work this way. All right, so these are the 7 tips that you should avoid when buying your first condominium. Now, why? I'll tell you later on. Why are we doing this? Because this may not be your last condo that you're living in. You could be renting it out, or maybe along the road down, you could be selling off for a profit and move to a larger space as your family needs grow. So we are constantly looking to upgrade our portfolio as we grow, and finally able to enjoy the fruits that we have carefully crafted in the journey of able to retire in Singapore through properties. So by avoiding all these mistakes or avoiding choosing this style of units, you'll find that you will have a better chance of whether is it renting or is it selling to your unit to the next investors or even the next buyers. This could also form one of the advantage when you are pitching to sell your house. So that's all for today, and I'll see you in our next video soon. Bye.